announced on Thursday. In a bid to contain the disease, Brazil closed its borders with 8 neighboring countries. Meanwhile, Rio de Janeiro has closed its famed beaches as well as restaurants and bars for 15 days. For more, I'd like to cross to Lucas Neves, a journalist. Lucas, thank you so much for being with us. Can you talk us through the latest measures that have been taken over in Brazil?
Yes. Hi, thanks for having me. So, as you said, Rio de Janeiro was the first place, the first local government to take action. Really, they've closed schools, colleges, they've reduced public transportation, they are closing shops also, and that has also been happening in the last 24 to 48 hours in São Paulo, which is the state with the biggest population, and in other states also where there have been cases. So, and nationally, we're seeing the closing of borders, as you said, also people coming by plane from Europe and from Asia. It won't be possible anymore for the next 30 days, so a month. There has been an awakening in the last, I would say, 48 hours. The local governments, they started acting late last week or early this week, and the federal government in the last 48 hours. And it has been very criticized for its lack of action.
It has been criticized, but there are also reports of chaos coming out of Brazil. We're hearing about rioting and rebellions in prisons amid this crisis. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, there have been some rebellions in different units. I think here in São Paulo, people have even escaped. There has been a riot where hundreds of prisoners have escaped. Some of them, or I would say most of them, have been recaptured. They were protesting against this measure, the fact that their family won't be able to see them for a while. They were unhappy. I think they weren't informed about the circumstances of COVID-19. So there have been riots, and some people, some hundreds of them, have been recaptured in the last 24 hours. And also, we've seen riots in the public scene, I would say, in the markets. You have videos going on social media where people are fighting for hand sanitizers, for instance. They are.
Lucas, I'm going to interrupt you there because I want to talk about Brazil being the region's largest economy here. There must be concerns, as there are across the globe, of the impact that this crisis will have on the economy. If you can tell us very briefly there.
Yes. There has been even as a response or as something to prevent a bigger crisis or a deeper crisis, there has been a package. The federal government has announced a package to fight COVID-19, to preserve jobs. Also, to help the states, to help poor people, because we have in Brazil 40% of the workforce, which is in the informal sector. It's not protected by work laws, by the legislation. So we have this. I think it was 200 million reais, which I would say amounts to about 40 billion euros, let's say, which is a package that aims to impact economy or to protect jobs and protect poorer people. It has been announced earlier this week.